Alright, this truck is my girlfriend's son's, and it's been totaled. So my plan is to cut the cab off, make a trailer out of the bed. I'm gonna work on that a little bit today, see what I can do.
Might be able to just get right in front of it, reach up there and stick the claws, teeth up there,
Crack it.
up.
Yeah, I would do that. Got it cut apart, loaded on the trailer. I'm gonna take it home and finish it. All right, I just made it home. I'm gonna get this thing unloaded. I'm hoping I can just roll it off by hand. It's really light in the front. I can pick it up in the front, so hoping to just roll her right off. I'll take the trailer back tomorrow. We did damage it a little bit getting it off. We just had that little mini excavator and a tractor, so, but I think I can straighten that out somewhat. I mean, it ain't perfect, but I think there's a bunch of gas in the tank, so I need to get that out. I'm gonna drop the tank, drop the muffler, take the driveline out, all that. There's a guy on YouTube that's done this, the exact same setup. Chud something, some number. But anyways, he had all his measurements and everything, so I'll probably go by with what he did. And but anyways, this will be a little handy trailer. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with it. I'm gonna let her put it in her name. Let it be her trailer. It's got one really good tire. That tire is not good, but I've got 4 wheels total, so I'll probably just get 2 tires, then I'll have a good spare and 2 good tires. So I don't know, we might put a canopy on it and try to make it into a mini camper, or it might just be a gear hauler. We'll see. I've been fixing up my trailer. I'll show you all that soon, but anyways, we'll see how it goes. Well, phone fell, but I rolled her off. Piece of cake. Okay, I'm working on the truck bed trailer out of the Dodge Dakota bed. Got the fuel tank removed, the drive line removed, exhaust removed, all the cross members but that one, which I'm leaving in. Took the coupler, used a couple of 2x4s, measured the width, the same width as the frame, which is 38 inches, well, 38 1/4. Made sure it was even, marked it with the crossboard, and then I measured the length of the 2x4 here, came to 41 1/2 inches, and that will be the length I need from here to here. I'm just going to cut a notch here on the top and the bottom, but not the side, and then I will bend them in to fit the coupler. I'm going to drill a couple of holes here on either side. I will bolt and weld the coupler, and should be good to go. After that, get that put on, welded on, and then figure out the wiring, and then she'll be ready for tires and registration, and she will be usable. All right, I just wrapped up all the welding. I've got 4 bolts in the coupler, plus I welded it here, along here, the other side. Where I made my cuts, they didn't quite line up. This side of the frame was tweaked and bent a little bit from when the truck was wrecked, so it took me a good while yesterday to get everything lined up. I did take it for a test drive, pulled pretty straight down the road. So anyways, I just had to put some filler material in there, but got the bottom welded. I welded this plate on. This will be for the safety chain. I welded this joint here, top and bottom, on both sides. So it's welded in every possible place there. So now I'm just gonna take the wire wheel, clean up those welds, clean up the rest of the frame, get some paint on it, and then I will start on wiring up the lights. And this is the welder I'm using. I bought this at Harbor Freight, probably 15, 16 years ago. Bought it on sale for like 90 bucks, and I have welded a ton with this thing, and it's never failed me. I can't weld anything real thick or big, but man, it's just I believe it's a 90 amp flux core 110, and I abuse it. I use it. My handle broke off years ago. I just put some new wire in it. I got that wire from Harbor Freight. I have put Lincoln wire in it before, and it worked a lot better. I just didn't have that option this time. Putting good wire in it seems to help, but yeah, you don't need an expensive welder. Obviously, they would help. I've used probably $20,000 machines at Boeing, and I've used this thing. So you don't need to spend a whole lot of money on a welder to get started, or just to do little projects like this. And I've never had issues with breaking welds or anything like that. You can see they're not the prettiest welds, but for a cheap flux core, it ain't too bad. So just a little tidbit there. Don't be afraid to use a Harbor Freight welder. Obviously there's lots better ones, but it served me well. I got my welding hood on Amazon too. Okay, I just finished the wiring. Figured out which wires are which. They're not the same color as standard trailer wiring, obviously because it's a pickup. But I've got it hooked up to my truck right now. I've only got this extension here because the hitch extension, but I will, after I figure out if I'm gonna put a box here or whatever, I will be putting amber marker lights up here, but for now we're just gonna have the tail. You can see the tail and the flasher is working. I've got the left turn signal on right now. I did get the license plate lights in. This tag will go away. We'll get a trailer tag. So yeah, taillights are working. Here is the right turn signal. And I know the brake lights work because I did step on the brake and look, but if your turn signals are working on this system, your brake lights are working, unless there's something wrong with your tow vehicle. But so anyways, it's all working. All the welding's done. All that's left now is to get a couple of tires and registration, and then she's usable. Just pulled the trailer out of the carport, and it's basically done, except for the tags and tires. But got one really good tire, one bad tire, but I've still got 2 more rims, so I'm just gonna get 2 good tires. I'll have a spare and a crappy spare. We've talked about putting a canopy on it, make it where we can camp out of it. Now it's only a 64-inch bed, so that's only a little over 5 foot. So obviously we wouldn't be able to sleep in it, so either we'll make a tent back for it, or I was kind of was thinking cut this, fold it down, get a longer canopy, like a long bed canopy, possibly. So I don't know, or it might just be for gear. We'll see. But I do need to get something on the front here, because as soon as I unhitch it, it goes up. So it's not going to have any tongue weight right now. Mounting a spare right there would help, but again, if I put anything on the front, that's not going to work. But I could mount the spare up front or something like that. But I will be putting the spare there now until I get stuff on here. But anyways, that's the gist of it for now. I've got probably $20 into this so far. So now I am gonna let my girlfriend have it. It was her son's truck, so we'll put it in her name. But like I said, we'll either set up for camping or gear. I've got my other trailer, haul kayaks. This might end up with a rack on it or something too, I don't know, but we will see how we feel about it. One thing I will start doing here soon is get my mallet and start straightening this out. I don't really want to paint the whole thing, so I don't know what I'm going to do about this, but I'll straighten that out, make it at least look better. I did get a gash right there too that'll need to be patched, but not that big a deal. It's not going to be perfect. Doesn't need to be perfect. It might get dragged through the woods and stuff eventually anyways. So, but I'm really happy with it. It's turned out really good, and it was fairly easy. A little time consuming, but it was fairly easy to do. So anyways, this is the Dodge Dakota truck bed trailer. Pretty much complete for now, and thanks for watching.